3 days before the wedding, his parents slid a prenup across the dining table as if they were brandishing a blade. A heavy bundle of papers embossed in gold, still cold from the briefcase. His mother smiled politely. His father didn't bother. I still remember the dull thud when it landed on the marble. That sound told me everything. I wasn't a future daughter-in-law. I was a liability. They thought they were being strategic, protecting their perfect boy, their generational wealth, their family image. What they didn't realize was that I'd been preparing for this moment long before they ever imagined turning on me. I met Daniel at a charity gala 4 years earlier, one of those overdecorated, overpriced events where people pretend philanthropy is fashionable. He had that effortless, glossy charm. I fell too quickly, believing him when he said he didn't care about money, that he wanted something real. And for a time, it felt like he meant it. Weekend trips to cities I'd only seen online. Late nights cooking in his penthouse, dancing in the kitchen with bare feet on cold floors. I thought I'd found love with no strings attached, but the small signs were always there. His mother never used my name, just that girl. His father always circled back to what my family did, and Daniel winced barely whenever I insisted on paying. He assumed I didn't notice, but I noticed everything. 2 months before the wedding, the cracks widened. The florist called the deposit hadn't gone through. Daniel claimed it was a glitch. Then the jeweler called about insurance for the ring. "We'll need his family's signature," she said. Not his, not ours, his family's. That was the moment I started digging. Quietly, precisely, his father's firm managed all their accounts. His mother's name was on every property Daniel bragged about owning. Every luxury he'd paraded in front of me was leased through their power, not his. And then came the prenup 3 days before the ceremony. Just a formality, his mother said lightly as she pushed it toward me. Clause after clause stripped me of everything. If the marriage ended, I'd walk away with nothing. I didn't argue. I didn't sign. Instead, I called my lawyer a woman far more dangerous than any of theirs. They didn't know about the company I'd sold the year before. 15 million. Clean. Quiet. Not connected to my name anymore. I never bragged about it because real power doesn't need presentation. My lawyer drafted a new prenup. Balanced, reasonable, airtight. I told Daniel's parents I'd sign theirs if they signed mine. His mother went stiff. His father laughed like I was adorable. Daniel looked frightened. Really frightened. The first honest emotion he'd shown in months. That night, I left my phone recording on the counter. He stumbled in late, smelling like expensive scotch and guilt. "I told you they'd pressure her," he muttered. "She'll sign. She's not stupid enough to walk away." Then a woman's voice answered. Not his mother's. I stood in the dark listening as they discussed me like an obstacle. My chest went still, then cold, then calm. The next morning, I sent the recording to their family attorney and to a journalist who'd been trying to expose their perfect brand for years. By noon, I had leverage. By evening, I had control. When they called, desperate to meet, I agreed. I wanted to watch their faces fall apart. At their estate, in front of the same marble table, I placed a USB drive down. "I came to sign a prenup," I said, "but you should hear what your son's already committed to." I hit play. Daniel's voice filled the room. Every manipulative word, every plan. His mother went silent. His father turned gray. Daniel opened his mouth. I didn't let him get a syllable out. "You wanted to protect your assets," I said. "Congratulations. I won't be taking a single cent." I slid my revised contract forward. It dissolved the wedding and transferred all engagement-related assets back to me: the house I'd financed, the wedding expenses I'd covered, the ring. Everything documented. His father tried to fight it. My lawyer dismantled him with a smile. By the time they realized they were cornered, they'd already agreed. 2 days later, the story broke. Heiress walks away from millionaire's son after uncovering scheme. Their pristine reputation shattered under the weight of their own hubris. And me? On the day I was supposed to walk down the aisle, I sat alone on a quiet beach in Capri, watching the sun stain the water gold. I thought about how easily people mistake silence for fragility. They believed they'd cornered me. But in the end, I didn't just walk away wealthier. I walked away untouchable. And that was the part they never predicted.